Howdy ho, everybody, it's your boy AA. Today we're going to be checking out a game called VOIN. This is for the Thunderborn update. It is a boomer shooter-inspired action RPG roguelike by a solo developer and published by TinyBuild, who is sponsoring this video. Currently, as the time releasing this VOD, it's 20% off. Check the link below. The main new thing we're going to be checking out is a huge new dungeon level. A lot of new content has been added to the game, an in-game dungeon area, powerful new rumored weapons, new monsters, an optional boss fight, new modifiers, and just a lot of things that give this game a lot more replay value. Big thanks once again to TinyBuild for sponsoring. Be sure to check my link for the deal. I'm going to be cutting to gameplay in a second, but just on a personal note, I'm really excited to check this game out. I love this project. And I think if you've enjoyed any of the other boomer shooters I've covered in the past, you will enjoy all of the action, RPG, roguelike-y goodness that this game has to offer. Okay, so we are currently at the game's main hub, and we are selecting worlds. So this process has been made a little bit different. There's no longer, like, multiple portals to look through. We still have our upgrade area, which is this terrifying red hellish inferno dungeon, but this is really cool. So for level select, we're now looking at this giant globe, which is very globular and exciting. And we're going to be going to the Cathedral of Veiled Lament, although there are other locations, which maybe we'll get to one of them if we get far enough in the Cathedral of Veiled Lament. But we have focused our map in on here, and you can see the trees in miniature form, and it is so cool to gaze upon. But we're going to be going through. I've got my weapon build loadout here. I've got my lightning's sword, and I've got a secondary iron claymore here. There are alternate weapons that I have, which I have cleansed at the hub here. Although I'm going to go with my basic default items because I want to be more or less the default version of my character. We will probably die and suffer through several runs, but that's what VOIN is all about. VOIN is mostly about just hitting everyone. Now, VOIN is full of secrets, as it is a roguelike, and multiple playthroughs will be had by you and me. So I'm guessing, because I've not actually played through this level yet. I've played through just a little bit of it to kind of field test it and make sure that everything is working more or less right. There's some sort of globe here with which we can do maybe something, probably call to the heavens for help. But we have unlocked our first move here. VOIN is mostly about dodging enemies and then slashing them. I have everything set up to default difficulty right here because this game can get extremely difficult. And I did struggle to a great extent the last time that we played. Hang on a second. I'm just going to pause. I'm just going to turn back on my alerts on Twitch. And here we go. So we've got a couple of enemies right here. Oh my goodness. I've already been hit in the face. And hopefully my face will recover. You do recover in this game by hitting people, if you will recall. My sword is currently infused with lightning, so I'm just going to right-click and oh my gosh. I just shake with excitement when the game goes back into slow motion. We do have a few new enemy upgrades here, which you may be seeing. That guy has some sort of like glyph on his chest, it appears, although I couldn't really get a good look at it because he died so quickly because of how skilled I am in dispatching foes, of course. We're just going to go ahead and look through a couple of these buildings. Now, these aren't going to lead us into the main dungeon yet. I believe there's a slightly larger one down here from which we could extract a few upgrades and items and things like that. I'm just going to put away my sword. As you may recall, you kind of switch back and forth between these two modes in VOIN where you where you're a little bit slower because you have your sword, but you can also put away the sword, jump dash into the air, and then ground pound, except I wasn't high up enough in the air to ground pound right then and there. Although I will use this attack, which is also pretty cool. So we're just going to make our way through this dungeon right here, and we've got a few enemies. Already, this game is full of action, although I'm liking the pacing of this. Oh, there was this crypt to search, although I actually searched it the last time I came through. I guess that's persistent. I'm wondering if I'm going to find anything in any of these little urns right here, and maybe there's something else to explore. Ooh, I didn't open up one of the chests. Look, there's a lot of globs of flesh in there. That's just what I was looking for. Of course, I'm kidding. Those globs of flesh were unexpected. I am a little bit disturbed by many of the happenings and goings-on in this game. Everything has this kind of nice pixelated aesthetic on it. It's got this like retro feel, although I'm playing the game with the kind of modern-looking Unreal Engine graphics because it is a little bit jarring to the eyes if you're watching a recording of it. although I personally find it to be really cool. So we've got this cathedral off in the distance there, and you know, maybe I'll just do a little bit of exploring through this like haunted looking forest over here. Like there might be something special over here, maybe a moat of power, which we discovered the last time. Feel free to backseat me a little bit during this stream. There we go, that was my ground pound of power. I forgot to yell, "It's-a me, Mario," when I did the ground pound. Sorry about that. I'll try to do better with that in the future. I am, of course, kidding. Not only does Mario do ground pounding in games, but he does have, or I assume that the protagonist of VOIN then, although we don't see his rear end, probably has a thick and luscious similar rear end. Thus, there we go. We got a much better ground pound that time. You do love to see it, like a nice combat initiating strike of that nature. Man, it just feels so good to play this game. To VOIN or not to VOIN? Well, I say, VOIN we must, and VOIN we shall. Oh my goodness, that gentleman over there was hiding, and I did not expect that. Let's put away our sword for a moment. Oh no, let's take back out the sword. Surprisingly, for all of the things that I'm doing, the controls do feel relatively seamless. I've not played it with controller because I am, of course, a PC boy, although, excuse me. Sorry, I imagine that it would feel amazing. I probably should, though, now that I mention it. I'm not about to, in the middle of a stream, go switch controllers on you here, though. But I happen to be using a controller when I plugged in the game, and I was like, what would it feel like with controllers? So. Anyway, VOIN feels just as good as it ever did. Let's kind of keep exploring over here. Now, we will fight a lot, we will probably die a lot, but as you know, since I am so skilled at these types of games, I will probably not ever die, and if I do, I'll just edit it out to make myself look better. One thing I forgot to mention, actually, speaking of which, I checked out Mortal Sin last year, which you guys may know of, because that game got quite a lot of views on this VOD channel here. And it looks like I got some sort of poison there. Now, this isn't the same as the corrupted status, because the corrupted... Oh my goodness, there are very large men over there trying to take me. I believe that's one of the bosses from the, actually, tutorial level. I guess they're making an appearance over here, too. I'm glad to see that. You'd love to see at least one reappearance, because I felt as though that enemy was underused before. Now, when we get more of this, I believe this is called Ichor. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that is the, like, primary resource that you collect. When we get enough of that, maybe we might just want to recall to see if we could level up and then replay some of the level over. Like, once I get far enough off. Because I just decided to explore this time. Look, there's like another special globular globe up there. Speaking of editing the video to make it look like I'm good at jumping puzzles, I have made it to this sky node, this incredible sky node. This is not actually the same as a node of power, is it? Okay, we've got... Ooh, sky node to the outskirts. Let's try to go over there, see where that brings us. Oh, so we can actually just use these to teleport between locations on the level. This is extremely convenient. Okay, this must be a new addition. I do not remember this from the original, level that we played the last time, but that is a very nice new feature, so now we don't have to backtrack so much, because if you will recall, I did actually die once the last time I was playing, and it was very sad. Everyone cried, and, well, we did eventually do better, but it was hard for everyone to watch. Hang on a second. Maybe I do just want to go back home for a minute. Let me take out a couple more of these guys, because I have taken a little bit of damage here. I want to make sure I get all the way to the end of the level. And I do have quite a lot of Ichor here, so let's actually call to the sky node. I'm going to call a portal back. Alright, so we have to fight our way over to the portal over there, only because I've already got 3,400 Ichor, and I kind of want to spend that on an upgrade or something. Come back to the level, and then, once I've been upgraded, maybe then go at the main objective. You kind of got to take it in bite-sized chunks, this game, you know what I'm saying? Wait a second, we've got another enemy here. I don't want to get killed on my way back to the portal, otherwise I lose some of my Ichor, and, well, we wouldn't want that to happen now, would we? We've got another enemy over there, but just a regular enemy. Ah, you just love these attack animations. Now, I haven't even unlocked all of my abilities yet, and there are many. Here we go. Thought I heard somebody trying to sell me something over there. Okay, here we go. Back to the portal, and Neum, I go back into the portal. All right, so now I'm back at Amarict. Did it have that name before? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm just going to cleanse myself here, wash my hands, and then we will make our way to... Where is it that we can go in order to level up? So there are two distinct areas we can go. I believe it's the Molten Cathedral. Yep, here we can go in order to cleanse our gear. So you might notice that of all the gears we got, one thing was like a runic amulet. This is actually corrupted, and we lose health when we wear that corrupted item, if that hasn't changed, if I'm not mistaken. So you want to make sure that you cleanse your items. So you got to come out of the like kind of dungeon crawling area and come back to this main hub in order to cleanse everything. So let me just touch this touch sphere. Cleanses all corrupted equipment, and voila! My runic amulet has now been cleansed, and now I can wear it and use it in future adventures. So all of my gear is giving me, obviously, various buffs and bonuses and stuff like that. I kind of want to see if there's anything better. Maybe we'll kind of check out our character build right here and see if we can get anything better, and then I'll come back in a second. All right, so we have just cleansed our equipment. I have swapped out to a runic amulet. I've also swapped out to a slightly better version of my ruby heart that I'd had before. I've kept chain lightning on my equipment, and I've also got this hammer ready because I want to try summoning like ice powers if I can. Other than that, we actually don't want to go back out to Amarict. I believe it's Hall of Reflection? Okay, here we go. Yes, this is what I was looking for. So we are going to just teleport our way through this portal thing, and it is going to use up the ichor in my inventory. And now I have reached level 3. Level 3. And I think I can actually reach level 4 as well right now. I guess it doesn't matter which way we go through the gate. But I have reached level 4, and I am just better now. I have got 9% on all my damage. I guess that increases my damage. I probably should have checked that right before. That seems to be like the overwhelming upgrade. So, does VOIN lean more on roguelike or roguelite? The question may arise. Let's go back out to our place. A little bit of both, like a satisfying variety of both. It seems to reward skill as much as I want it to. But also kind of with that satisfying roguelite meta progression. But it doesn't feel like I couldn't get through on the first try. It just kind of feels like I learn a little bit more about each level as I go through. Man, I get like this real urge to start singing the Zelda theme song, you know, like na 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 na, because of this incredible overworld. Now we do have a couple more modified enemies this time. I'm still trying to figure out what each of them does. There's those shadow ones, and all that I've noticed about them is that they just seem to like disappear randomly. If you may recall, we had totally invisible enemies, which could not be seen, unseeable with the naked eye. And I actually have not seen any of those yet. They do scare me quite a bit. Although, honestly, in this game, you can just skip over a lot of the enemies if you know your way to the final dungeon, but I will play the intended way. Because I did have to do that a couple times the last time when I died in an extremely inconvenient position. But it is kind of cool to just, like, parkour your way through the entire world. Let's try switching out to our other item. Maybe if I get, like, a heavy swing, I can... I'm not quite sure. Oh, my goodness. I have just summoned an ice pillar. Little do most people know that in my ancestry... we were gifted with ice pillar genes, and it's actually something that I'm able to do. I usually don't do it because I'm a pretty nice guy, but occasionally, if you really upset me, I might send an ice pillar your way. Man, that is pretty cool. So, this game actually has a solo dev. I've not mentioned, but, yeah, he had done, like, actually, it was quite a lot more modding. I believe I just said Skyrim, but I was reading up a little bit about him. Nikita Sozidar. I believe I'm getting his name right. If I am butchering his name, which maybe I am sorry. But yes, he did some other game modding, and he actually had quite a lot of other prototypes for games. before this. Ooh, cool. I got all of these new items. Look at me go. I am a new item man. Is there anything I can smelt into another item yet? Let me just double check here. Did we get anything really cool? Ooh, sickles. We got sickles. Ooh, and a barbarian blade as well. Very, very cool. Can't wait to try those out. I'm going to stay with this nice ice hammer. I'm liking this thing. But yeah, no, he had quite a lot of other projects, and he said that VOIN central sort of like mechanic, I was just reading an interview with him, was, what was I going to say, like, whoops, oh my goodness, that is very scary. You know, I don't seem to be as good with dodging with this hammer, though, so I think I'm going to swap back out to my lightning sword for just a little while. Man, this is so cool. You could just, like, explore the plains out here. I kind of want to take a little bit more time away from the objective, just because I'm still a little bit rusty with the controls. I want to get better. But yeah, I think it had just been sort of, like, based on this dodge hit mechanic. So I feel like he got the fun factor right with that. Like, the combat system is very fun. I can't think of anything else. Like, I enter a flow state when I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I also want to see if I can find another moat of power out here. If you do recall, the last time that we played, we located several moats of power off in the distance. Someplace no one would have explored. And then I, with my incredible intuition, was able to locate
Winds
them.
whisper secrets in the other direction. Heed
I stand corrected. I just got to the edge of the level, and I am now being magically transported back. Okay, well, that is kind of a cool way to be transported. You gotta admit. All right. Disembodied narrator. I will turn back. Would never go to the edge of the level. What do you think there is at the edge of the level? Is there like a 7-Eleven over there? Maybe they have really good stuff. Like a really satisfying beverage, you know? Anyway, let's make our way back over here. I think I can just swoop my way back over here. Look at how I swoop. Not only among women, but also through the air with my superpowers. All right, let me just hit this guy, and hopefully I can just get him before he even has a chance to do any damage to me. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's try a kick move. Oh my gosh, I just kicked a man in the face. Very satisfying. You love to see it. Let's see if we can get inside of this temple, and then I'll start to make my way up a little bit more seriously to that cathedral. All right, nothing in there. Let's make our way up. I thought I saw something like nice and orangey over there to explore. Now, can we just go straight up this cliff? Sometimes you can just kind of parkour your way up these things, and I think I see another chesteroo. Yep, there it is. Chester the chest. Containing treasure. Amazing. Let's get a little bit more of that. Did I miss any of it? It does kind of go all over the place. Oh my goodness. There was a gentleman right there trying to sell me something. But with my incredible intuition, I was able to avoid being sold anything. Amazing. Yeah, the menu sounds pretty... Just overall, the game does sound quite good. It does, like, games made in Unreal... Man, I know everybody makes everything in Unity nowadays, like the indies and all of that. And I do think a lot of the Unity projects we get are quite amazing. Don't get it twisted, but sometimes there's just something really nice about sinking your teeth into a game made in Unreal Engine and, like, how very... Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, it just reminds me of AAA games of yesteryear. Remember how it used to take a whole team of people to make a game like this? And now with the incredible game dev tools afforded by modern technology, this can be the work of a single man? Just amazing. Simply amazing. Alright, I think we are on the right track right now because we have ascended actual staircases to get here. I just want to make sure I'm checking every nook and cranny around. Right. It looks like most of those mini temples were like unable to be entered into, although every now and then one here and there. I just hate to miss like secrets because sometimes there's really good loot and awesome chests to be explored when you do go that way. All right, does everyone like it when I really like it when I get to do this, so I bet you do too. Nya! Ooh, screeching necklet. Wow. Tempered. So items have rarities, and I'm looking for one with, I want to say it's called Primeval, because I believe those ones can be, like, smelted down into slightly better items. I have Elder right here. I don't believe that's at the kind of rank of that. The Boulder. Physical damage is... Oh, no, it doesn't actually summon a giant boulder. I was really hoping that it would do that. Like... I did not expect our current item to just launch a giant frost pillar. I feel like a D&D character come to life. Here. Are we the bad guys? I guess we are, like, depending on how you define... We are invading these zombies' native territory, yes. We are the colonizers. I am the bad guy. Ooh, look, alright, this is a nice way of establishing checkpoints. Hang on a second. Secret treasure found. So, now we have made our way to the dungeon entrance. Believe it or not, all of that was just sort of like the lineup. Oh my gosh, don't you love it when the game goes into slow motion like that? Ah, just so satisfying. Can I actually just sprint like that? Ooh, look at that. That gentleman left, like, lava in his wake. Alright, let me switch back out to my sword if I'm just taking down these chests. I will open up this. Just num. We're going to get all of that stuff. I feel like the backpack in Dora the Explorer. Oh, delicioso. Yes. I'm pretty sure he didn't say the end part, but it is what it is. Alright, so now we can actually teleport back there. I am actually gonna... How much do we have? 8,743. I do feel like teleporting back once again, just because I don't want all this to go to waste. Look at all the funds I've just raised. Now these gates back to the menu area.
The way to Amarict is open. Follow the beam.
Man, I really like this voiceover they got for it. Who is that? Like that might be Bill Clinton or someone like this, you know? Nah, probably not. I don't think that he's doing voiceovers for games nowadays. Anyway, very nice voice on the narrator. Let's go ahead and see if we can upgrade our... Let's just go straight to the level up area, because I got 8,700 Ichor, and I want to put it to use or something. All right, so my damage was at plus 9% before. So what do I get from one level up? Oh, plus 12% on damage. Let's go. Yes, that's it. Whoa, that's so crazy. Like, that's the old version of me, silhouetted and invisible, walking away, surrounded only by flowers. Man, this game is such a work of art. That's just so beautiful. Or it could just be a guy who lives here. You never know. All right. So I used up 4,000 Ichor. It gets increasingly expensive. Now, 15% extra on all damage. Not enough Ichor. That's getting to be a lot of Ichor. You love to see people leveling up, making strides in the world, using up their Ichor. Let's do one more of these, and then I will take a chance at the overall dungeon. Let's cleanse our current corrupted equipment. I'm just going to do one last look over of my equipment, and then I will be right back. All right, so I have just slightly changed up my character. We just added in this tibia, literally a tibia as an upgrade item, and I kind of liked my weapon set before, so I've opted to keep it. There are some items that might be better in our weapon set, but I just like the theme and flavor of some guy carrying around a giant ice hammer. Just look at it. Look at me go. It is sort of like ranged. Okay, so I sometimes shoot the ice pillar at somebody I'm not really even looking at. Look at that. I don't even need to touch you. Just the ice pillar does my bidding for me. Believe it or not, that was all just a preamble to the real feast, the real flavors that lay beyond. Anyway, let's see. I don't seem to have found any motes of power yet. Oh, this guy is very quick. What is he doing? I'll have whatever he's having. I wonder if will we be better off with one strong strike? No. This item is a little bit better for just quick hits in combat. Yeah, let's see if we can find any more. Nah, I like these lightning strikes, though. Alright, it looks like there is some sort of door we need to get to up there. We haven't even made it into the cathedral yet, although I think that the dungeon is supposed to be below the cathedral. I hear someone behind me. How did you get over there? Oh, he's so small and difficult to hit. I don't like that at all. Alright, there we go. Oh, that must be the door to the next dimension. What else could it be? Let me take back out my other glacial hammer so that it just auto hits him. Look at that happen. There we go. I don't even need to hit you. I have a hammer that auto seeks you for me. Ugh, what are you? Oh, I don't like these ranged people. They upset me very much. That's the one enemy type I can't stand. I really struggled with them the last time that I played. I'm not going to let it happen again. You hate to see it. All right. Oh, man, the lighting in this game just looks amazing. Oh, there's another secret entrance. Oh, my goodness. What is this? Some sort of, like, oozing plant life. That's quite disgusting. Let's learn more. Cathedral of the Other Side. Let's enter. Okay, staircase downward. Not asking too many questions. Although I will say that this game is kind of tricky to play when you don't have as many areas to run around in. I do really like the kind of sense of, what was I going to say? Like, kind of claustrophobia here. Speaking of which, did I mention this a couple minutes ago? I think I had mentioned that Mortal Sin was with this. I didn't realize this. They are in a bundle that's on sale on Steam. So if you like this game and you're looking for a deal, you can actually get this and Mortal Sin in a bundle. And there was a really good deal on it when I went on there. So that is a cool way to check out both games. And, like, you know, both games I've covered. And I was just really happy to see that they had, like, teamed up for a bundle. You love to see it. All right. Who knows what lies down here? Oh, I wish I had done a ground pound on that instead. Maybe I still can somehow? No, please get me away from here. I wanted ground pound instead. All right, let's try that again. Oh, I can hardly even see them down there. Did you even notice them? Look at that. All right, there we go. Ground pounding them all into oblivion. A much better way to enter the floor than just regular combat, of course. I love that power. It just makes you, like, invincible for a second, or... I'm not even really sure if you can be... What is the opposite of invincible? Vincible? You can't be vinced, though. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna ask somebody. Stop asking these questions. Oh, look at this. Fledgling poison vial pendant. I wonder what that does. I mean, I'm not checking out the item too closely because the one thing I will say I really like about the corrupt system is that you can't actually equip new items that you've got on your... well, you can, but they'll be corrupted and they'll just start, like, sapping your health. Lose this item upon death unless I cleanse the corruption. At least I believe that that happened to me. Yeah, infectious wounds +1. I couldn't figure that out. That was one thing that had just kind of, like, went right over my head the last time I played. I didn't realize that, like, my equipment was all slowly killing me because I just put on all of the equipment that I'd found in the dungeon. I was like, why am I slowly dying? And it's like, oh, I am wearing tainted equipment. That is why. Anyway, a kind of a cool system so that you can spend more time just focusing on the action in the game without, like, getting bogged down in micromanaging all of your loot, which, you know, games like Skyrim can become just like an endless inventory management simulator, which can be fun, but it can also just be, like, I don't know, less exciting when you're supposed to be focusing on the action of it. I always found that happen to me in Fallout. I'm supposed to be playing a game about fighting people and then spending my time dropping bottles from my inventory. Oh, I believe we have just summoned, like, an enemy regeneration pole, although there weren't really too many enemies to, like, populate it. Never mind. Phoenix's Feather, Hand of Misfortune. Well, those look good. I do want to see some of the things that I'm picking up. You want to make sure that you don't die with all these items in your inventory. Still not getting any primeval items. At least not that I see. Guaranteed to... we could guarantee a primeval... you know, maybe let's combine one of these. So that in our next chest we can get a primeval item. We'll combine one of those so that the next chest we get opens up with something nice. Just read that whole thing. Permanently reduces my luck by 2%. and with a 70% chance destroys this item. No good, but I mean, you know, permanently reduces my luck. Well, you know, 7 years of bad luck isn't so bad, I guess. Anyway, can we... Where do we get out from here? Oh, can we just teleport to one of those other places? I guess we have to go up the stairs. I think that would teleport us back outside, not somewhere inside of the cathedral. Let's go back up in the cathedral. Oh my goodness. Look at this gentleman coming at me with all the crazy upgrades. Oh god, I'm being attacked by some sort of shadow monster. Honestly, haven't even figured out how to fight these things yet. I don't even seem to be able to get a single strike in on it. Oh, that one worked. That was unexpected. I think that one just dropped a primeval item. Hang on a second. Whoa, I think I just got the primeval item I sought. Whoa, no, it's an ancient owl statuette. I can't remember. I want to say that that is actually... Is ancient even better than primeval? I gotta cross-check that. Oh god, what is that one about to do? Oh no, it just cloned itself. That's awful. I hate that. How much ichor do we have? Do we have enough to upgrade? I think we need 8,000 for our next level up. I am taking some damage here. Say a prayer for me. Now, you do, once again, like I said, I'm not sure if it's actually... Is it by fighting itself, or is it by picking up the globules of flesh after? No, I believe it is actually the fighting itself that causes me to regain life, which is amazing, of course. Oh, where are we now? We're in, like, daylight suddenly. Oh my goodness, it's huge! Very cool. Very exciting, very exciting. How much health do we have left? Oh, I need only 5,500 to level up. Now, the nice part is that when you do level up, you can kind of... Let's just kind of get a lay of the land before we go down so that I don't horribly die. Now, you don't take falling damage in VOIN, so I could just drop down there. Oh, baby. Man, look at all of those. They're like cathedral sort of looking stalactites. Very cool. But let's head this way. We'll take the path around so that we don't, you know, horribly get disfigured somehow. All right, this is gonna be a big jump. Huh! All right, that's the stuff. I do great with jumping puzzles. You know why? Because I was so good at platforms as a kid because they left me alone at the supermarket, and I had only my Game Boy with me. Man, look at this. It's an upside-down cathedral. Very exciting. Very cool. I love that. So I guess we're sort of like making our way down in through cathedral levels. God, this is like something out of, I'm trying to remember. I believe that the dev said that a lot of his environments were inspired by like a painter. It was like Bierstadt or something like that. I can't remember the painter's name. I'm pretty terrible with painters. My historic of painters, but it almost seems like kind of surrealist, a lot of this, you know, like the melting clocks of Salvador Dali. A lot of these environs are evocative of that. But yeah, that was actually one of the things that originally, aside from the phrase boomer shooter, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I just like boomer shooters. I mean, I call this game a boomer shooter because it has all the looks and feels of boomer shooters. I know you're not really shooting anything. If they do add in some sort of like bow or crossbow combat, call me, because I think that would be sick. Although I really love the melee focus, so I wouldn't change that. And the kind of like magical powers that give them a little bit of range. But yes, I hope that's an okay moniker to use. That doesn't ring a bell. I'm not honestly sure. I have to go double check. But it was an interview that I'd read. You just look up the dev's name. Nikita Sozidar. Man, just look at that. The light shining through on the... It's just beautiful, man. What is that? Very cool. There's something that appeals to me about the, like, pixelated textures as well. I'm gonna stop admiring the world and not die. Okay, I really don't want to die. I've taken a lot of damage. You know, I think I can make my way down. I gotta kind of keep backtracking here. I gotta be honest. Am I able to actually call a portal to get out of here? Oh no, I'm actually not. Alright, I'm going to make my way out just so that I can cash out on my ichor. I have a lot of ichor right now, and then I'm just going to backtrack, and I'll edit the video to make it look like I just stayed here. If I still can, that is. Because I think I can still make my way out clean. And I might go for a big delve the next time I come down this dungeon, so wait and see for that. Alright, brief detour right here. Brief detour. We seem to have found another orb in the sky, allowing us to teleport yet again. But I had noticed while we were trying to get out of the cathedral that there's a whole set of extra planes and worlds. There is going to be even more content than I'm actually able to cover, probably in the time allotted for this stream, which is quite exciting because the last time that we played, we did get through the whole demo, but that's because I had practiced to make myself look better at the game. Hang on a second. I don't want to die here. I don't want to die. Oh, no. No, no, no. No. This enemy is actually kind of strong. Hang on a second. Alright, I just gotta take out some enemies here. If I do meet my end, pray for me. Right, what is that? Some sort of, like, glowing light in the distance, generally speaking. That is a positive thing. What is this right here? This is a Mace of Spirits. Repose. Mace of Spirits, repose. Huh. Occasionally reveals restless ghosts nearby. Interacting with them puts them to rest. This could be kind of cool. Let's check it out when we get back to the main area. Right, another chest. Yet another chest. We are going to have so much ichor. We might even be able to level up twice when we get back, except I'm so near to death. I'm just afraid to do anything. Looks like we found yet another chest. Look at how good I am at finding secrets, my man. Let's go over here. Although I do want to, if I can, get to, like, another boss battle. Now, that's a good-looking tree. I mean, it doesn't look healthy, but it does look like it had a good life. Boop. Boop. Cool. Sky node. Alright, I am going to use this to teleport, maybe let's say over there? And then that brings us back to the level start. Now, once you activate the sky node, you do have to, I mean, you're kind of stuck to that teleport location if you want to go back, so don't do it anywhere and then backtrack all the way around, or it's just going to get you all turned around. It looks like this one isn't too far, though. Ugh, what are you doing over there? Right. I will be back in a second. Alright, so we've done one more backtrack here, and I've just gone through the portal again, and level 7. Do we get my, like, wispy... Yeah, there he is. Look, there he goes. There's my former self. My weaker self is walking away. Now I'm at 18% extra damage. And we do have quite a lot of equipment here. I want to change some of this out because this stuff looks better. Ooh. Actually, some of it is just okay. I'm kind of getting used to my weapon set. Now, the one thing I will say I really like about VOIN, and the reason why I think it does reward improved mechanics, is because if you just kind of get used to a weapon set, you get a lot better at the kind of dodge. And that's what I think a lot of this game is about. It's not really about having the strongest character. Like, yes, you can kind of optimize your builds, but, I mean, if you kind of know what you're doing in a level, you should be able to get by even with pretty terrible equipment, I think. Now, we haven't found any of the caliber of equipment. Man, look at the size of that bell. That's terrifying. Oh, we could also improve our equipment. Ooh, now, which equipment do we really like? I kind of like my sword, to be honest with you. Can we upgrade my sword somehow? Yeah, let's see if we can upgrade that. So only 2,500 ichor to upgrade that. So I will take that upgrade. So now we've made it, well, slightly stronger. I don't really know what level we're at now. All right, so we've gone up to tempered version of lightning sword. I just like my sword so much, man. I bet you could equip our hammer too, because I like the hammer as well. Yeah, only 2,500 ichor to change that too, so let's do that as well. We have all the ichor we need. Cool, cool. So you could kind of keep going through dungeons and just make sure that you teleport and time out before so that you don't get stuck and die. But hey, nice to go back through with all this, like, upgraded equipment. Let's make our way back over to the dungeon. I'm just going to zoom up time for a moment. Ooh, I just VOIN'd on that guy. Ooh, I was thinking of sparing him from that, but ooh, I just really wanted to VOIN on that particular enemy. All right, let's see if we can get over here. I am going to VOIN you. VOIN. I just love to say it. Yeah. Indeed, this game does ooze atmosphere. It's like, it just has that je ne sais quoi. God, it pains me to not be able to see a little bit in front of me, though. But I guess that's because enemies don't really... A lot of the enemies don't really engage you unless you get a little bit close to them. Like, they just kind of play dumb until they're close. That is nice, though. It's rare to see a game that's entirely first person, and you get, like, that engaging melee combat experience. Oftentimes, if anybody does anything ranged, it feels, like, cheap. It doesn't feel cheap here because of the sheer amount of dodge you can use. Although, there is a little bit of a skill curve. I did struggle at first. Except, whoa. I knew it was coming the last time, though, too. Look at that friendly fire between the enemies. That's cool. I like that. It just kind of gives the sense that everything's, like, a little chaotic. Alright. We're making our way down the stairways here. I suppose that we're supposed to be getting all the way to the bottom. And there's all kind of, like, tiki torches down there. Probably there's, like, a luau at the bottom. Ah! Ah! Player moves like an amphibian, too. Skitter, scatter, skitter. Yep, I'm pretty sure that was in the dev notes. Alright, I must be going down a pretty big jump here. I'm just gonna do it by foot. You love to see that. Look, disconnected staircases going up or down. This is what real cathedrals are like. I'm trying to think of... Have I been through enough cathedrals to make a... I don't really know much about cathedrals, but I did go to the cathedral in Cologne. If you guys have ever been to that cathedral, it's like the only surviving building from World War II in that town, or like it was amazing because it was... The whole town was bombed out and there was this enormous cathedral. Even, like, people's grandfathers were like, yeah, I bombed that! Like, when they heard I was... I don't know, it was like a cool influencer event I got to go to. I've been to maybe 2 of these things. Not bragging or anything, haha. Except walking up and down a cathedral in real life is terrifying. It is amazing that they built these things so high in the time when they built them. Like, without modern construction equipment, they are quite scary. I was, like, shaking with fear. I don't do well with heights. I really don't. But it is a rational fear because heights could kill you. You know, it's not like the boogeyman or something like that, of course. Nothing wrong with me being afraid of heights. So I guess this guy is just creating clones. When we take him out, then the clones will disappear as well. All right. Amazing. Aho. Alright, was there more to explore out here before I go this way? I think there was. Looks like we've made it to our first torches. Alright, so we do have sort of a fork in the road over here. Which way do we think is the right way? Who even knows? Who can even say? I'm not sure which one we're at right here. Oh, so we can actually teleport around within the cathedral itself. Man, look at that from the bottom. That is just so sweet. I guess this is just the teleportation area. Let's just explore around here for a minute. We'll come back up to that door in a moment. Nah, actually, this feels like I'm getting onto a whole other area. Maybe there's just some special item behind that door. Let's just go back up there to check. I want to try to max out my loot, and then I'll complete the level. You know what I mean? I'm like a big loot goblin. It is. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. I was almost feeling like one thing that kind of occurs to me is that there is no soundtrack here, actually. Like, I know we've got like kind of a metal guitar soundtrack, but do you remember? I'm trying to think of other soundtracks that I really liked in games like this, because I feel like that if you had a lot of bangers playing in the background, it might be distracting from the action, but it could also be pretty sweet. Right now it's just sort of like an ambiance, you know? So this is the main hall that we were in, and now we're going down to the depths. Alright, I guess I won't be doing any more exploring, because depths sounds like we're not going back for a while. This sounds like it might lead to a boss battle or something. I am prepared to lose my progress emotionally. I want to say that you retain something, though, if you do die. Is it your items that you get to keep, or is it your ichor? You lose one or the other, I believe. Or both. I want to say that you get to keep something, though. You get to keep something. Alright. Off with you. Off with your heads. Oh no, I am about to be stricken by a lunatic. Let's see if I can... Oh no, you don't actually dash backward when you have the hammer out. Oh my goodness, that was a really horrible hit. How much did that say 1,000 damage or 100? It had to be 100. Let me just hit this guy regularly with a hammer. My goodness, that is really excessively violent. I am, of course, kidding. It isn't. It is the perfect amount. All right, I am taking way too much damage while I have this thing equipped. Oh no, he's cloning himself. You are not to do that. All right, I just gotta not die. I really don't like to die in this game because it causes you to backtrack, and I feel sad. I think my personal favorite thing about VOIN is the fact that it feels like playing Skyrim with like a really upgraded... Those guys are regenning. Those guys are regenning. I may take some damage here. Let me just take out the totem first. Okay, they destroyed their own totem. Never mind. Alright, I just have to focus for a second. I'm gonna be quiet. Oh no, they are somehow regenerating again. Is it that guy? I just have to get him away from the source. He is regenerating. I can't even see where that thing is. It's alright. I have 3 hearts back. I'm doing better. Much better. Thank you for asking. Totem is back up. Oh my goodness. This really requires a lot of concentration. And he's cloned himself again. Okay. That was a lot of enemies. Holy cow. It's just the one guy left, right? How does this guy have so much health? And he's cloning himself again. Man. I am very disappointed when I see this. Alright, there we go. Nobody survives the ice hammer. Oh my goodness, what I was about to say is that VOIN, it always feels to me like you're playing Skyrim with like some super fully upgraded melee character, except you don't have to kind of go through with all the story mumbo jumbo, and you can kind of just get to the cool action part. Alright. Oops, I accidentally just kicked for no reason. Oh, this is a very tricky spot to fight enemies. You don't like it. Alright, that was a very difficult combat. It's the shape of this environment is tricky. Alright, let's put this away, gather up the rest of that, grab that item. Probably not even going to survive this dungeon because of how low my health is, but I got high hopes. I got high hopes for something nice happening to me. What is over here? It looks like someone spilled some organs over here. Oh, over here too. That is quite disgusting. I hope that they're healthy and well right now. Oh, look at me go. Oh, cool. There's like trees growing underground. It is. What was his name? I'm probably butchering the artist name, Albert Bierstadt. Yeah, it really does look like an Albert Bierstadt painting. Like surrealist, like something you'd see out of a dream. That's what happens when you get a hernia. Man, I hope it gets better for you. Alright, we've got another one of these balls of teleportation. So where are we right now? Cathedral of the other side. Ancient Burial, I believe we were just at. Oder Amel, the summit. Okay, that was where we came in. So now we're at... I guess we're at, like, the depths or something like that. I think that's what they called it. So was there another entrance up to this? I guess there were, like, multiple ways to get here. I know I'm backtracking and going upstairs here. Oh my goodness, who is that? I don't think that he likes us very much. Let's see if we can just take him out in one swoop. Okay, we got ourselves a free chest. I just want to do a little bit of backtracking here. Oh my goodness, it's a skeleton warrior. I've never seen this enemy before. What are you? He's not that strong. These are really cool enemies. Hang on a second. He's clearly doesn't have my best interests at heart. Wow. You hate to see him go. All right, I've got 2 hearts and a dream. Let's go back down. I think the goal here is to get as low as possible, folks. Low as can be. We still don't have enough ichor that I think it would be worth it to go back up to the surface. I also don't think we've loot goblined enough. So let's just keep going. I know we've been here for a long time, but I feel like we're just about to get to the juicy core at the center of the apple. Of course, apples don't actually have a juicy core. They have a very hard and seedy core, but what do you know about fruit? Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. It's like a poem that has no ending. But honestly, playing this game for all its surrealist horror feels very much like a poem that is without end, that is to say. There we go. Man, look at all of the, like, color variation in the environments. It's so cool. Are these more of those skeleton warriors? Oh no, oh no! This is not what I like to see at all. Secret treasure found. Well, I'm not about to quit right before I find the secret treasure. Somehow I have regained a lot of health. I can't really tell how. Oh! These are my least favorite enemies in the game. They go invisible and then they go ninja mode. I'm just gonna keep my sword out if I see that one again. I'm not even sure if I killed him. Yep, yeah, there he is still. And he's creating poison trails. I'm just gonna grab the treasure and then leave. There he is again. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. No good. Not very cash money. Okay, I'm getting out of here. He may pursue me. I'm not sure. If he is pursuing me, I'm definitely dead. Can I see his footprints on the ground or anything? I died to those enemies a lot the last time that I played, and I'm not about to happen again. I'm sorry. I thought I was almost dead. It gave me a run for my money. I just need to take out very weak enemies to regen a little bit of health here. That guy looks strong. Let's avoid him. Let's just go over here for a minute. I'm going to take out the Don't Touch Me hammer. Stay away from me. Stay away. I know who has diabetes. Right. There we go. Man, it looks like these guys could use some Liberty Medical right now. These enemies are not looking too good. I'm sorry. Oh no, oh no. This is it. This is the end. I hope it gets better for me. Oh no. Oh no. I am at only 1 heart, and my heart cannot even take it. Oh no, it's another poison gentleman. I want to get onto the cool enemies, except I think maybe my weapon set just needs an upgrade here. I could probably use more ichor if I get back to upgrade my main sword. I'd have just really enjoyed using this lightning sword, man. I guess that chains to enemies. It's not really as good to use on one single target. Okay, here, good. We've got 3 hearts again. Almost up to 4, and then I think we can take on some more enemies. It's always good to just take out big ranks of enemies before you go into a bigger excuse me, fight. All right, I'm back at 4 hearts. I think we can go. I see a light in the distance. What is that? Oh, cool. It's a portal to where, though? It doesn't even say. Look at this, an unlabeled portal just in the middle of all of this. Well, that person looks very important. I believe this must be the optional boss fight then. Ooh, I'm not going to chicken out of it on stream. We're going to fight the optional boss fight. I can't think of a very thrilling way to get in there, and I think he's too far off, so we're just going to walk up to him. I'm going to walk up to him with my big hammer, though. Yep, this is him, Segador. Alright, I can't get a cheap hit on him before he... Nope, alright, I'm running away. I'm running away. How dare you be untargetable? Horrendous stench that disturbs our serenity. Get out of here. Man, this is a pretty great voiceover. This guy must have had a really bad cough when he did this. Is he like an actual person out of, I don't know, the Bible or something? Vrats. That sounds like, I don't know, like some sort of Norse mythology or something like that. So are we actually going to fight him now? Oh, he's just giving it to us. Very nice. I thought this was your supervillain speech before you fought us. This is unusual. This is a pretty funny angle. All right, let me see that veil render. Oh, no, he was just toying with me, of course. Totally fine with that. I've obviously been toyed with by many disembodied, ethereal ghosts before. Who hasn't? I mean... Oh, look at this. Man, this is really cool. Alright, this is what I was talking about when I meant, like, a really super cool soundtrack. It does sound really good. I like these new enemies that create the shadow clones. It's like everybody's Naruto or something. Oh man, look at this guy. He's got so much health. So let me use my special charge attack. There we go. Nice. Okay, this guy's gonna clone himself, so let me just try to take him out before he does anything unusual. Oh no. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to completely just stop. It's too much for my senses. How can I possibly take out this many cloning enemies? Hang on a second, I gotta use the hammer for this. The hammer does better in these fights. I just can't get too close to them. What did I tell you? The hammer always wins. I don't know why he's rooting for his own people's demise. Is he doing some sort of, like... Is he going to possess my body or something? Like he's trying to train me like Orochimaru with Sasuke? I don't know. Can't honestly say. Like Voldemort with Harry Potter? Take that. Alright. Can't even clone yourself because you've been frozen by my ice pillar. Ha! I am definitely dead here if I don't get a hit in the next couple seconds. Okay, I don't like these ranged folks coming in here. This is upsetting and unusual. Alright, okay, I've got enough health back. I just gotta switch out weapons and then do one of these. Let's take out this ranged boy. And now I am back down to 1 heart. Can I get a heart from any of this stuff over here? Nope, I actually do have to get it from physically fighting. Just charge up again. I can't get too close to any of these guys. I've just got to take them out from afar. I'm actually not regenning health right now. What is happening to me? Is it because I'm not getting close enough? Somehow I have survived all of these fights. Who can even say how? Okay, I'm back up to 2 hearts. Gosh, this is like Dark Souls level of combat. Very nice. At least these guys friendly fire. Maybe I could just get them all to take each other out. Can I have that scythe, please, man? I fought so hard for this scythe. Give it to me. Oh my goodness, this is actually quite a lot of enemies. If you haven't seen this. You know, maybe if I keep the ranged ones alive and just run the other enemies around them. maybe not. I don't really like the ranged ones. I have a tendency to die around them. Wait a second, I gotta switch out from this weapon. Alright, I gotta take him out one by one until I regain health again. Back down to 1 heart. Okay, I'm back up to 4. I'm back up to 4. Look at me go. How have I not gotten any of my other powers unlocked, man? Oh, I'm just so good at it. Oh, I am like the VOINiest. Oh my gosh. How am I this good at FPS games? I must really be a great gamer. Oh, no, please, let that be the end. There are so many, and I'm so surprised I made it that far. I'm really not all that good at video games. I was kidding. I just like to talk a big game. I was hoping we would get to fight you yourself. Oh, no. Oh, no. I thought he would actually let me have the scythe now. Alright, I guess we're just here in the arena again for a while. Do you think that this combat just goes on infinitely and I never get the scythe? I really want that scythe. I want to find out what it's all about, except I'm just getting better at this by the second. I've avoided taking damage so long. Let's see if we can take out these two. These two guys are like basically bosses in their own right. They are the tutorial level boss. I'm surprised the dead demands your demise. Well, I demand that scythe. I mean, I'll go down for the scythe, man. Like, if you give me the scythe, I'll leave. You can't toy with people and offer them things and then tell them to go away. That's obviously dishonest trading. Like, this guy, maybe he deserves to be living in the underworld, you know what I mean? How have we not taken out this one yet? I think I may actually perish if I don't manage to take... Oh, this guy's got that upgraded runic slot or something like that. I'm gonna kick you in the chest. No, this sword just isn't doing enough. I need the hammer. Look at how much the hammer does. You think I just have to pick up the scythe in the middle and I'll get it? I've just been so distracted by the sheer number of enemies. Nope, I'm still being, like, deflected by the scythe whenever I go near it. I'm unable to get the scythe. But think of all the ichor I'm getting. The next time I come here, I'm gonna do so much damage, man. Oh my goodness, I'm back up to 4 hearts. Can I even be stopped? Oh my goodness, I can charge with the hammer? Who invented this ability? Although I'm pretty terrible with dodging when I have the hammer in hand. Look at me go. Okay, there's only one attack I'm doing from now on. Although I have not unlocked my other ones yet, which is a little sad. Serenity will be restored. I doubt that. Strongly doubt that. If you keep attempting to fight me this way, I will kick you if you come closer to me. Alright, I've got one more ranged boy to take out right here. What is that gentleman wearing for a hat? He's wearing like a... Alright, let me see if I can take them out in a row. No, it seems like one of those striking hammer hits works. Yep, good. That takes out one whole enemy. Oh no. Oh, you just hit me. Oh man, all these guys are ranged. They're all going to kill each other if I just let them do this. Alright, let me try that. The enemy variety here is a little more interesting than it was before. These guys are a little bit slower, and I think I can dodge around them, but a lot of them are throwing projectiles at me, which is making this, honestly, a little bit harder. Oh my goodness, it's getting even more satisfying. I didn't know that was possible. It was quite satisfying already to begin with. Okay, I guess there are more people that you want me to fight. I've so far done pretty well, though. I'm surprised you aren't giving me this scythe yet. I will attempt to touch the scythe maybe one more time, and then should I give up if he's not going to give me the scythe? Nope, he's not giving up the scythe. Although the enemies do continue to change. I mean, they're getting stronger. I have so much Ichor, I could probably, like, fully upgrade my character now. Oh my goodness, they're getting actually, like, terrifyingly powerful. I'd better get out of here. I'm leaving. Remember me as I was. Oh no, I'm not allowed to leave the arena. That is upsetting. Alright, well then I'm probably just dead, but I will do my best. How are you levitating in midair? That's clearly not fair. Oh my gosh, the enemies are getting stronger. I do like them, but I just feel so weak. I didn't think they would get this strong this fast. How do you do that? Oh my goodness. 1, 2. Okay, I've used the frozen hammer. Amazing attack to take out these ones. And now we're getting more charging people. I gotta take these guys out. These guys are very strong. The ones, yeah. Alright. Oh no, he also has a totem that's regenerating him and the others. Man, he took 518 damage from that, and he's still not down. Go. I just have to take out these poison attacks. Okay, there's another one. Yeah, not surviving that. What was that, like 500 damage again? Okay, he's hitting his own person. Take that thing out. Prevent the regen. Go for one more. If I survive this one, I'm leaving. Getting impatient. Pick up the pace. I do like, though, that there's, like, some sort of... If this is, like, endless arena combat, like, it's done well, because I could just basically farm this for points the whole time, if I wanted to. Okay. One. Right there. Whew. Yeah, I might be wasting my dashes here. I'm just trying to, like, survive at this point. I didn't think I would make it this long through this combat. I thought I would die there after that first wave. I should probably go upgrade my weapons, though. I mean, these are still relatively weak, low-level weapons. And I now have enough Ichor to get them to, like, the top tier, probably. I need the hammer again. It's nice how the hammer sort of gets, like, a little bit of range / indirect attack going. Oh, now suddenly they're quick. Man, this hammer is so good, bro. Alright, let me see if I can get them away from the totems so that they don't regen. There we go, that's it. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. Ooh. Who doesn't have a totem today? You. You are the one who doesn't have a totem anymore. Oh, yes. Now, I'm guessing that this is going to end up in the category of games that I will say, it was really fun to check it out. Go try it out for yourself. Because this is why, maybe due to the sheer amount of camera motion, it is cool. I do admit that is maybe one point, because of just how action-y this game is. That is probably... Although it is pretty fun to watch, I will say that. It is even more fun to play. Although there are games that are more fun to watch than to play. Oh, alright. Wish I had another mode of power to learn another attack, but... Well, this one is pretty good. Oh no, I did not hit any of them with that. And I went right into a totem. Hang on a second. I have to move around a bit. Oh god, I'm like running through missiles here. I'm running out of movement pattern ideas. Hang on a second. Oof. Alright, I think that was the last one. Was this the last wave? Oof. Oh no, only 2 more enemies here. 1 and 2. Oh no, I thought he was gonna die from that. Okay, I think I got practically every item in the game. I don't think he's going to give me the veil render anymore. I'm only allowed to touch it, so I think I'm just going to take all of my crap and get out of here before I'm completely dead, but I'm going to be a very, very rich man when I get back up to the surface, because I just did 3 arenas and somehow didn't die. I don't know how I managed to make it through all of that, but it was nice meeting you. What was his name again? We should probably not insult him or demean him in any way, otherwise he's going to do that to us again, but I feel good in that I passed the test, so yay for me. I'm leaving. Yeah, his feet looked like he could have used them. Look, there's just a skeleton just sitting here, like, intellectually. I like that. Man, that was, like, so action-packed that the rest of the game feels easy. You know when you feel like you ascend onto a higher plane of consciousness? I feel like, well, that's a little bit me right now. I have just become significantly better. Although I would like to teleport back out. I now have 11,000 Ichor. Now I could... Oh, we could finally go through the portal now. Amazing to see it. I'm not entirely certain if we made any progress with him, but, well, it was nice to get all of that Ichor, and now I can actually keep all of my items. Look at me go. Look, I have, like, double the stuff now. Let's see if we can somehow liquidate all of this and then make it into better gear. I think before we level up, let's go back to Amaric, the Molten Cathedral, because I do really like I like the lightning sword. I think it's neat. And I want to keep using it. And especially that glacial hammer. Let's just cleanse our corrupted equipment. So it is kind of pricey to do some of this, but it is good. And we have one other thing over here, too, where we can, I believe... What does this one do? If we're wearing any primeval gear, we can satiate it by dropping unweighted items into the circle and activating the satiation circle sphere. Okay, so that is fine. Where is our... Actually, this is pretty much the same as it is over there. What is the difference between these two? Increase the power of the currently equipped item, whereas this one satiates my currently equipped primeval or firstborn. Oh, by consuming items dropped in the circle. Okay, so if we do that... Oh, but it would need to be an equipped one. Currently equipped primeval or firstborn artifact. Oh, okay, so they need to be primeval. Alright, so that makes a little bit more sense, I believe. And then we can combine items up there. I just went up there a little bit before the stream. So let's go ahead and keep leveling up our other items, I believe, then. And maybe we will miss out on just a little bit of that damage increase, because I think we could just do better with upgrading our items here. Now, if we were to upgrade our ruby heart, what would that look like? Would that make it a little bit better? Out of charge Ichor by 5%. Maybe we could give ourselves like a little bit more health if we improved this by a bit or something, right? I'm not entirely positive. Let's go ahead and swap out our weapon so that we can upgrade that hammer, because I think we were getting good use out of that hammer. Touch. So 5,000 for that, and now we've got up to blue is the next level, so now it's at Elder. Alright, so how much does it cost? We don't actually quite have the Ichor to get any higher than that. We could upgrade the rest of our stuff. Ring of Arcane Retribution. We don't actually have any temporary hearts, so what about this one? Perfect Dash, conjures an illusory copy. Is that my current power? No, I do have a couple of these. No, I haven't actually been using that power, so Not really getting much use out of that. Let's just see what else we could have for that upgrade. Just each build is very different. Hits restore 25% more hard charge, but each hit applies to me with 1.1 stacks of weakened. Right, I don't really like getting weakened. Festering wounds.
Tier list stream when?
Honestly, would be a pretty good stream. A root beer tier list stream. Oh, what's that? There is one that I like, now that you mention it. I'm not really sure that this ring is going to affect us that much. Applies a marked effect to a random target nearby. I don't really like random. I feel like we could just get more ground out of other equipment getting upgraded. Whoops. Didn't actually mean to do that, but I guess we're improving our lightning strike. I guess we'll improve the heart, too. Nope, don't have enough I-Court. Never mind, I take it back. Well, it was nice meeting you all in here. Okay, we seem to have come upon a primeval item, a primeval dragon head, which we aren't using. So inflicting fire damage with a 9% chance conjures a meteor that falls on a random target nearby, dealing 80 fire damage and 35 physical damage. So we've been sort of like a frost lightning build, but if we equip this, do we have any other fire items that we could maybe swap out with this for? Extremely fast. Each hit deals an extra 6 fire damage. Okay, so we do actually have an option here. Maybe we take our lightning. I really like this, but hey, I mean, even if we don't get to any of those, like, later boss battles, if we at least get some of this stuff upgraded, this would be kind of cool. If we could, like, use some of this equipment for that. Let's try, maybe we'll unequip the lightning sword, and we'll equip these scorching twins instead. So if we swap out to those, we should be hitting people with meteors because of our dragon head, which is kind of cool. Like, objectively cool. I mean, we could start to... No, we don't really have any other options there. Alright, so we're getting, like, different various elemental builds. Let me just see if I can now... Oh my goodness, these things take up so much of the screen. If we go over here to the dragon head... Using my currently equipped primeval or firstborn, by consuming my item is dropped inside the circle. Now, do those also need to be primeval? If you're wearing any primeval gear, you can satiate by dropping unwanted... Okay, so let's try that. Let's try satiating our dragon head. Okay, dragon head, be satiated by this and the rest of this and maybe some of this. And maybe one of these, because we aren't really using it. Yeah, actually, each one of these should probably be paying more attention here, but it is what it is. Fine. Touch. Okay, so we are satiating our dragon head. Satiety 3. Lightning damage is increased by 9%. Oh, so this is actually... Oh, wow. So we're doing fire damage, and this increases our lightning damage. So, okay, you really need to get your elements figured out here. Hang on a second. So really, ice doesn't benefit us. So if we go through these two, let's see, we should be doing a lot more lightning damage and some meteor damage now, which might make this a whole lot easier. This is my lightning sword, right? Okay, let's use both of these and see if we can get anything, like, cool and elementally to happen. We will make our way back to the level. Let's go a little bit deeper into the cathedral and maybe meet some more crazy people who want to kill us and hope for the best. All right, well, we went low. Now we'll try to go high. I'm going to bring my fire brands with me and see what happens here. Now, I have teleported directly to the summit. How am I to get from this cliff, though? I suppose we should be trying to go over there. I can see some enemies on that bridge thing, and that looks like there's definitely somebody living in there. But it looks like we might have to go across that way to get to it. I'm very afraid of falling here. I think it might happen to us. We might be able to Assassin's Creed our way up this thing. Let's see if that's doable. Oh, in fact, I can. Wow. Unexpected and very exciting. Maybe I can get up onto that thing. Whoops. Oh, no, I kind of like go in the direction that I'm just sort of tumbling in. Let me try that again. It's kind of reminding me of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, everyone's favorite game, led by the sultry voice of everyone's favorite narrator. So I guess I go like this or something, right? Nope, that didn't work at all. I would have assumed that if we had gone up to the summit, that would have meant like merriment would have been able to have been had up here. What if we can go over there? Oh, I was in fact correct. Look at me go. How brilliant I am. Okay, ooh, look, it's another mote of power. I told you we would find one at some point. Oh, great and sacred mote of power, let me absorb you. All right, so we have 2 powers to choose from. If I launch my weapon, causing it to spin rapidly in place for several seconds. Vortex of Steel deals physical damage to all enemies it touches, shredding through monster ranks. So this is a ranged attack, which is quite useful, except that I find it gets kind of the worst of both worlds. I like Rune Infusion because it just it energizes. Does it always give you electrical? Yeah, electrifying blows. So you like to see electricity getting use somewhere other than just your light bulbs, but in your weapons too. So let's go ahead and take these out, and now we can infuse our firebrands with electricity, which is quite amazing and scary, really. To think all the different types of elemental damage I'm doing. Look at me go, this is actually really cool. Man, so now my attacks are using fire and lightning on top of everything that they're already doing. So we've got fire and lightning, for a moment, lightning. Actually, yeah, they're still infused with lightning for a few more moments until, I guess, my cooldown resets to regeneration. But, there we go. I mean, that's enough range for me, I feel like. And sometimes you might even get randomly hit with a meteor, because that's also one of my powers. So we've got all kinds of stacking elemental damage right here. Except, I guess the main thing we just need to focus on is dealing damage out fast enough that we regen hearts from it. Which... Oh, okay, that one got hit by a meteor. I keep thinking that the meteor is another enemy, though, which is kind of throwing off my movement patterns, because I'm like, oh, I have to dodge my own attacks. Oh, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. It's been many years since I've played it, but I do like that game. It's kind of performative. There was nothing else quite like it, you know? I haven't played it in a while. It's very fun to stream that game. I guess jumping puzzles kind of bring it back to mind. Although I thought of it as Getting Over It against Bennett Foddy, because he was always, you know, kind of like taunting you whenever you fell, and that felt bad. Alright, what is my other weapon I had with me? This thing. Actually, you know, the fact that I can now infuse these things with lightning, to me, feels like I could just bring back in my... Whoops. I didn't realize that the game still takes place, even when I'm in the pause menu. It is a real-time pause menu. The action just never stops, folks. It just never stops. Alright, the very scary door is right ahead. Let's take this back out. I'm gonna switch this back over to the... Whoops. There we go. Alright, so that's my other option. So now I do have the Glacial Hammer as another option. I do like the Glacial Hammer, though. I can do things like this with it. This is basically a sure kill, which is nice. It's nice to have just one attack you can use at range. Because these things are good, but they don't really kill with one hit. They're sort of like a stack damage type of weapon. Like, if I wanted to do a lot of DPS, I'd have these things out. Who is that? Alright, DPS time. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good. Although I like the hammer for range, strangely. Except I need to be a little bit more planned. If I just have to sort of spray and pray, then I'll use these. What are these? Howling Reavers. These look cool. Ancient Howling Reavers. Deafening Rage. Oh, this is like one of those rage items. I haven't really gone up the rage tree. I've gone more for the elemental build, but I mean, I guess it is an option. The Central Tower. Here I am. To mess people up. Oh, Numb, the Summoner of Tears. Well, we'll just see whose tears are getting summoned after I numb you. And I have numbed quite a lot of people, you'll find. I think you'll be very upset when I'm finished with you, Numb. God, these things are so scary, like the enemy design here. It's kind of cool, I like it. Are you guys into scary movies? I'm a big fan of scary movies. I don't know why, I like getting scared. It reminds me that the rest of life isn't that bad, you know? At least I'm not living in a scary movie. How am I so good at this? Probably because the difficulty isn't that high. Well, I mean, this is the default difficulty. This is the average difficulty. But I am also pretty good. Somehow I survived all that last boss. Oh, where did he go? There he is. More like none when I'm done with you. Oh my goodness, so funny. So funny. Great. Come on. Be gone. I earned this. I deserve it. I backtracked several times to become unfairly powerful. Oh, there's still a very small, headless person charging at me. At least you are straightforward in your fighting style. You don't just tempt me with a scythe that I think will be mine. Now, there is supposed to be some sort of item that, like, cuts through the fabric of time and space. Maybe it's this. Scroll of Hadrasan. No, probably not an equipable item. Oh my goodness! You snuck up on me. Hang on a moment. You're not allowed to have one of those. Let me just punish this enemy. How dare you? You insult me. Be hit with a meteor. Now, are there any special secrets on the side of the boss fight area? No, not really. This game is just full of secrets, and I can't help but explore every new area. Right, never mind. I'll go back to just regularly crossing through things. Nope, not even over here. I mean, there are enemies on the outside, I guess, to prevent you from just, like, running away from the boss battle. There are quite a lot of boss battles you could just run away from over here. Alright, I will go to the intended area then. Back through the portal. Whee! Alright, so we're back to Americt, my home. Here I can cleanse, improve, level up, and decide which world to explore next. I'm not sure if I guess that was one of the bosses. There may be more, because a lot of the areas are kind of like open worlds. If that is all that there is, then there is certainly more to be had, well, somewhere out there. White Mountain, Impermeable Citadel. Sorry, I thought it said White Castle. We're going to White Castle, and we're going to get a lot of burgers there. Oh, no. Amazing, I like it. Let's go ahead and just check out our character, because we can upgrade some more of these items, I think, in some way. But now we can re-navigate. Look, I can turn the globe and go to White Mountain, yet another place. I'm not even sure. We might have time to start this one off. I'm not sure I'll be able to get all the way through it, but we could at least explore the new area. And let me just go ahead and see if I can upgrade some more of my equipment. Do I have another... Yeah, I'm going to go back to the upgrade area for a moment. I'll be right back in a second. Let's go ahead and explore some of this new area. I'm not quite sure how far we'll get in there, but, I mean, I wouldn't pass up a trip to White Mountain. So let's go over there right now and see what there is to be had. I have these incredible new axes in hand, and maybe something nice will happen with them. We have redirected this on the world Oh, this is actually the original area. Oh, we've been here already. We've actually been to Hadrasan. So I've already done this, so I'm just going to show off some of my awesome skills. I do actually know where one of the moats of power is, though. It is a secret right here back at the beginning. You just have to go backwards instead of forwards from the original area. And I really did enjoy this place. I'm not quite sure I got to the end of everything, although there is a really cool boss fight here at the end of this. It looks like there's another. Yep, we did see some of these guys. So this is cool. Or we saw these in the original playthrough, that is to say. Since this is a new save file, yep, there it is, the mode of power. So I just told you a secret. I thought that the boss battle at the end of this part was actually really cool. And I haven't even had time to explore the whole new place. So there may be other content that I didn't get to. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to look back at this. Maybe I'll put a little note on that in post. I'm not sure. But I do know some of the secrets here because we played a lot of this the last time. So I'm just going to grab myself a nice little moat of power. There I go, absorbing yet another one. I think it's fun to just take a couple of trips to, like, gather up ichor just to make your character more powerful. So maybe instead of... Ooh, look at my axes. They're so strong. And electric... Whoops, I didn't mean to kick right there. Although, look at how much of the screen they're taking. I can hardly even see anything. I guess you've just got to be constantly button mashing here if you want to survive with these. There goes my rage kicking. What is that? Increasing my damage. Let me just double check right here for a second. I have to put on some flex tape. You'd love to see flex tape as an upgrade. Battling fills me with anger. At its peak, I enter a rage, boosting attack speed by 18% and unleashing a shout that deals 144 psychic damage and applies 2 point... It's so amazing, like, all the different interactions here. Oh, we actually have a Frostcore Primeval. Oh, I have a Primeval... I didn't even see this Primeval item. Let me take those out. This is why I say I should probably level up my character first and then go to this. So what is this thing? I got, like, a big ice sword. Let's throw it at them. Oh, it actually just sort of, like, stays in place. But see, unfortunately, then I don't have a sword for a moment. I really liked this original area. I thought this was the most kind of Skyrim-y. Although I thought that... I mean, every single environment in this game has just been kind of amazing. I don't know how to say it. Like, level design-wise, 10 out of 10. Yeah. I mean... This isn't what I think of when I think roguelike action RPG indie. Like, I think pixels. Everything has been pixels forever for as long as I can remember. Oh, I've seen this guy before. Fortunately, I don't take friendly fire from that. It's just amazing, though. Like I said, one-man project. Now, I do kind of... I've already played through this entire part, so I feel as though I've already kind of seen that mode of power. I'm not sure, like, where I'll go from here, so I think I will probably just put in some, like, really cool cinematic post thing here, because I've actually got to head out right at this particular moment. But thanks for joining me for this. This has been VOIN. We have VOINed today. And, yeah, future AA insert voiceover here.